Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tune Project. Every once in a while, we all come to a place where we're just kind of creatively stuck. And I want you to know that that's completely normal, but today we're going to talk about a few ways that can help you break through and even overcome that rut. And if you like this video and find it to be helpful, as always, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the Tune Project, I invite you to join our little community here and hit that red subscribe button below, along with the notification bell so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. So I recently did a blog post over on the Tune Project blog on how to overcome frustration in your practice sessions. And this video is going to kind of go along those same lines, but more specifically, we're going to be talking about how to break through and overcome a practice rut. And I will leave that post linked in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. But today we're just going to be covering some of those points and diving a little bit deeper into kind of what can cause a practice rut and even frustration that arises in a practice session, and how we can move past it and maintain a better, clearer mindset. So number one, the first thing is, if you've come to a place in your practice session where you're either frustrated or you feel like you've hit a creative block, the best thing to do right off the bat is just to simply stop. Set your instrument down, take a break, go for a walk around the block, around the house, grab a snack, drink some water, just breathe, and then you'll be able to come back to it with a clear mindset. The worst thing that you can do if you're frustrated is to keep going. If you're getting frustrated with your own practicing, or if something's just not happening the way that you want it to, we don't want to keep going and force ourselves through that, because chances are we're not going to improve if we're in that state of mind. So the best thing that you can do in that situation is to simply take a break and come back to it with a clearer head. Number two is be gentle with yourself. Being harsh with ourselves rarely results in progress, so just be kind. Speak more kindly to yourself. Think of how you would speak to a child who's made a mistake, or how, if you have a private teacher, what they would say to you. Chances are it's not something extremely negative or harsh. So stop talking to yourself that way. You deserve better, and just remind yourself that, you're trying the best that you can, and all you can do is try to maintain a positive mindset, speak kindly to yourself, and also think about how far you've come. No matter how long you've been playing your instrument, think about the progress you've made along the way, whether you started 2 weeks ago, a couple months ago, or a year ago or more. Think about how far you've come, where you started and where you're at now. Think about all of the progress that you've made during that time frame, and allow yourself to move forward in a positive way. And number three is practice efficiently. I've spoken a little bit about this before, but it is so important when we're frustrated, when we're practicing, to practice in the most efficient way for optimal results. So, for example, if you're playing your piece or tune that you're working on from beginning to end 10 times in a row, that's not going to get you very far in the long run. You might make a little bit of progress, but likely you'll just end up more tired and overwhelmed. So we want to start with bite-sized chunks, whether that is even just a couple of notes, a couple of measures, a phrase, whatever you happen to be working on. Take the smallest amount possible, work through that, and once you're able to manage that small section, then you can go back and put everything together. But until that point, save yourself the extra effort and energy and just spend the time on the things that you're truly struggling with. Go to those specific points and you'll feel much better about it. Another thing kind of going along those same lines is to slow down. A lot of people think that the faster we play, the more we'll be able to fit into a practice session, but that's really not the case, because if we're practicing quickly and flying through things with a bunch of mistakes, are we really getting very far? Are we really making the progress that we want? Probably not, right? So we want to slow down in order to make sure we really have a comprehensive understanding of what we're working on. And that way you can always speed up from there, right? You can always increase the tempo. But if we start slowly and gradually work our way up, we will be able to power through things with much more ease. Our muscle memory will be improved. We'll be able to retain the information that we're teaching our fingers. And overall, it'll just be a much better result with less frustration. So I hope you found these tips helpful with overcoming a practice rut and just overall how to not become as frustrated during your practice sessions. I know how it is when we're working on something that's really difficult and it can be frustrating when we make mistakes, but if you follow these tips, hopefully you'll find yourself improving more and more, and I look forward to hearing your results. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you've done in the past to overcome practice frustration or a creative rut, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy practicing! If you'd like to further your support of the Tune Project, be sure to head over to patreon.com/thetune project for information on that. And if you're planning on buying any music or doing any shopping on Amazon, be sure to head over to the Tune Project website, which I linked in the description box of all of my videos. Click my Amazon banner, and whatever you purchase, a small percentage of that will go toward the Tune Project. This just keeps the Tune Project going and allows me to continue to create free content for you all.